Hey guys, what's happened? Just got my order from Silver Creek Aquatics. The plants I ordered off of them. They showed up nicely packaged in a bag and damp with paper towels, and I put them in the tank and we'll give you a shot of what they look like in the tank. Now, they've been in a couple days without getting any light or so, now that they're in the aquarium and they get a little bit of light and they perk back up. And sometimes when I get new plants, I like to dose Seachem Flourish, give them a little blue boost, put some of them trace elements in the water the plants need. But let's get started. Let's have a look. So I got some jungle val. Here's a bunch here, and then over here I placed another bunch. And I got some crypts. Here's one here, and I placed another one back behind in between the driftwood there. You can see the leaf sticking up a little bit. This is my 55-gallon tiger barb tank, and I'm going to make it real heavily planted. So I put most of the plants that he sent me in this tank. You see, yeah, in the back there's more of like that reddish color crypt. This tank's gonna look awesome once it's all full of plants, and I certainly love jungle val. Over here in this 20-gallon beta tank, I stuck one of the little plant stems that came in with them. I'm not I think this is spiral val or something like that, but we'll see how that does in there. And then over here in my parrot tank, I put a crypt right here, one back there, and he threw in a free bonus plant for buying off him. I'm not sure exactly which one that one is, but this is what is called mermaid weed. And I put it in this tank right here, and we're going to see how it goes. Oh, hey, buddy. He likes the camera. The whole time I had my arm in the tank, they were coming up, mouthing my arm and bumping it. It just feels like soft rubber when they come up to you. It's really cool. These guys are great fish. Trying to get a good close-up of that mermaid weed. I really like it, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so I just want to make a short little video, give a shout out to Silver Creek Aquatics. Some of the jungle val had a lot of brown stems off of it. I'm just going to contribute to that, to the fact they've been in the mail a couple days, maybe 3 days. No light, not in water. It happens when you send plants, not getting any light, you know. But now that I got them in the aquarium, I'm assuming they're going to perk right up real nice. As you can see on this one here, you got some of the brown leaves, but you get that when you have plants. I mean, anyone who has a planted aquarium understands that this just happens, and you trim it, and that's what I did. I just trimmed off some of the ones that were not doing well and stuck them in, and now that they're getting the, you know, the ammonia from the fish and the waste and the light, they should perk right back up. I'm excited to see what this tank looks like when all these plants start growing in, and I'll definitely do an upgrade on that. But shout out to Silver Creek Aquatics for sure. Like I said, it showed up nice, was packaged nice, and I like to keep plants to grow, and he said these ones are definitely that. They really don't require a lot, not even fertilizers. If you want to fertilize, of course you can with plants. It'll only help them. But all my tanks with all my plants, I don't do that. I don't even use liquid fertilizers. Only when I bring home ones, and after I rinse them off and clean them up, I'll stick them in here, and just to give them a little boost, I like to dose Seachem Flourish to get some of them trace elements in the water, help them go a little bit more. So, heck yeah, Silver. Certainly appreciate it, my man. Jungle val's got to be one of my favorite plants for sure. Crypts, this is my first time having crypts. I like the way they look. I like to have various different kinds of plants. Obviously, it just looks really good. And of course, I'm always got an overabundance of this water sprite right here. and it does the best floating. Of course, I did put some of the substrate in here. It's whooshed over this way because periodically I turn my power head on over here just to get some of that waste off the substrate. It sends the flow over this way, comes down around the tank, and then I have this little C-shaped power head pushing it this way back to the filter inlet back there to help keep the tank clean. So some of my other plants I've got here is like a Nubius. I put one in this beta tank, and this is like a community tank too. Anybody that follows my videos seen these tanks. This is just packed full of water sprite fish. Love it. These Amazon swords are doing fantastic in here. My Pleco was able to get some of my Anubias cleaned off that I had my 125. That's why I brought it over here. And I want to get some of those Siamese algae eaters to help. I was watching a video from Ben Ochart, and he says that's Siamese algae eater does the best job getting that dark blackbeard algae off. I'm real curious about this mermaid weed, man. This thing looks cool. I like it a lot. So we're going to see how that turns out. I may have to move some plants around because, you know, the Pleco gets into stuff and digs stuff up. So I may have to put it back into a tank that's like the tiger barbs. They don't really mess with the plants. They just swim around and chase each other most of the time. And so I think this 55 tank would be perfect for growing them out. And then once like the jungle valve grows out a little more, I can split it and put it in different tanks. And the plan is to definitely get a bunch of jungle valve over here with these Oscars. See, if I had this spiral valve in here a long while, it was bigger than that. Pieces come off. They do mess with it a little bit, but it's been in there a long time. They don't really bother with it much. So definitely want to grow that valve out and get this tank filled up with more plants. Got Nubius over here. They don't really mess with that. Nubius is a good tough plant that these guys really don't care to bother with too much. All my pothos are doing pretty good, and all my tanks as well. As you can see here, this is the top of the 55 tiger barb tank, and these pothos are just banging. I got some green emeralds and regular, and that's just going right up the wall, doing real good. Same with over here on my parrot tank. Pothos doing good. So we'll see how it goes. Shout out to Silver Creek Aquatics. Can't say it enough. I heard you got plant rich today. This is Friday. So if you guys need some plants, check out Silver Creek Aquatics, man. Get some to you. Keeps in communication with you the whole time you're buying them. Sends you text and video and pictures showing them sending them off and getting it done and taking care of business. And they got here. They're clean. Didn't see any snails on mine, which that wouldn't bother me either. I like snails. Snails are great in an aquarium as far as my opinion goes. And so thanks again, man. Just told you I'd send you an update and when they get here and show it to you in the aquarium. So thanks, guys. Head over to Silver Creek Aquatics if you need plants.